chosen ones. There is something you desperately need right now. You already have it, but you still don't realize its true power. Since you haven't been using it, you've been feeling tired, confused, a bit delayed, and restless in your spirit. You know what? You're not here by chance. There's a reason for it. This message came just at the right moment before things got any more out of whack. Stick around until the end, because what you're going to discover today is going to lighten your load and help you reconnect with your true purpose. Hey, don't scroll away, chosen one. It's time to remember something important. All those losses, struggles, and quiet prayers have led us to this incredible moment. The transfer hasn't arrived yet. It's finally here. You're the one that heaven picked to take it on. Get your spirit ready. Go ahead and lift your hands. What's coming out is going to change. Not just your finances, but also your future, my friend. Check out your hands and do it with awareness, not doubt. These hands, which have taken on heavy loads, created dreams and dried tears, are keeping a secret that was put there long before time even started. People might refer to them as lines, but in heaven, they're seen as prophecy. The M, you notice or even feel, isn't just a random thing. It's a sign of something miraculous, a true manifestation of mastery. It's not about flesh, it's all about frequency. Heaven marked it as a sign that you were never just an ordinary chosen one. You hold the key to something divine. That's just how life is. It never really lets you fit in. That's why storms hit you sooner, and lessons were tough to learn. You've got something special ahead of you. That mark is definitely not just a symbol. It's all about strategy. God never marks what He doesn't plan to move. This M is your special passport. Here's your reminder that destiny sees you, even if others might not. You've wondered, why does it seem like I'm stuck waiting while everyone else is moving up? But heaven was always right on time. Everything was coming together. Silence didn't mean rejection. It was all about refinement. Every delay was just a chance to fine-tune things, a moment to breathe before picking up speed. You were practicing in spaces where there wasn't any applause. It was tested during times when nobody was watching, shaped during times when no one really got it, but God did. He kept you out of sight until your spirit was ready to handle the blessing you asked for. I'm familiar with that silence. I've been in those same quiet times, questioning if my prayers got stuck somewhere between heaven and earth. Every time I tried to push something that just wasn't ready, it fell apart. When I finally let go, heaven softly said, "You were never waiting on me. I was just waiting for you." So, that's what's going on right now. You've grown into the person who can embrace what God is sharing. Chosen one. You know, the battles happening around you aren't just by chance. It was all about getting recognized. Your opponent spotted your mark before you even had a chance to see it. So, the pressure really ramped up. Relationships changed, and some doors just shut. You were being guided toward a path that only heaven could create. Every no was there to protect the yes you were meant for. Looks like the vibe is changing, and it's working out for you. Heaven is telling you to make the most of what you've got. The things you might have missed. Your voice, your creativity, your compassion, and your endurance are the tools that lead to breakthroughs. Don't overlook what might seem ordinary. God hides miracles right in front of us, like in plain sight. Don't forget, Moses just had a staff in his hand. David was just carrying a stone, but both were really tools for change. The same goes for you, anointed one. Your M isn't just for show, it's a guide. It brings you back to your purpose, reminding you that following the path leads to your destiny. When God said, "You are engraved on the palms of my hands," He reflected that truth in you. Your hands are more than just something you can touch. They really seem to have a knack for predicting things. They've put it together. They've gone through some tough times. They've been blessed. And now it seems like heaven is all set to welcome us. Hey, this is your time to shine. Quit doubting your passion. Quit asking if you're ready. If you weren't, you wouldn't be hearing this. The M shows that you're already qualified. All the things you've lost have helped shape who you are. All that you've been through has prepared you. Now, heaven is moving. Chosen one, why don't you open your palms? Can you sense the weight of that divine imprint? Just a little reminder that the miracle you've been hoping for is actually coming from within you. It's coming out from inside. You're the miracle. You're the solution. You are the embodiment. Make the most of what you have right now. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and declare it. Go ahead and move into it. You've already got the green light from heaven. Heaven is letting us know that things are already happening. What you've been feeling lately, that subtle tug in your chest, that strong urge for change, isn't just a coincidence. It's a done deal. It seems like there's a change in the vibe around you, since divine alignment is starting to take place. You've entered a time when the spiritual starts to show itself. What was promised is starting to take shape. The chosen one. That M on your hand isn't just a mark, you know. It's like a mission. You've got this amazing vibe that really brings miracles to life. You know how you can just walk into a room and instantly feel the vibe shift? That's why folks are attracted to your calmness, your words, and just being around you. You don't just talk, you bring things to life. When you move, everything shifts around. This isn't energy, this is anointing. It's like heaven's blueprint was woven into your DNA even before you took your first breath. You've been through some tough times and quiet moments because you needed to build a strong base before you could really grow and reach for the stars. Every disappointment was like building something new. Every delay had its purpose. It wasn't about punishment. You were being set up. Back then, you might not have noticed, but the universe was busy crafting the story that your life needed. I can still picture those days when I was navigating my own secret years. Everything felt so confusing. Doors that used to open started to bang shut. The people I trusted the most just kind of faded away. But now I get that it was all about divine pruning. As my circle got smaller, I started to hear God's voice more clearly. Sometimes, being alone doesn't mean being left behind. It's all about acceleration. Heaven nudges you when it's time for your blessings to grow. Selected individual. The mark you have isn't just for show, it's up and running. This one's got heaven's stamp on it, saying it's mine. That M stands for miracle because having you around brings healing and hope to everyone. It represents manifestation, since what you express with faith is brought to life by heaven. It really shows mastery since you've figured out how to get through tough times without letting your spirit fade. You've got this calling to build, teach, heal, and lead. The fire you've been through wasn't there to take you down. It was supposed to clarify your purpose. So, that's why you've been feeling a bit of pressure lately. Gold shines bright only after it's been refined. God was never out to break you. He was helping you expand to embrace the blessing that's on its way. You're stepping into a time of amazing change and transfer. They're finally letting go of what was held back. Everything about finances, favors, and opportunities is coming together just right, almost like it's meant to be. The same power that parted the Red Sea and fed thousands is at work for you right now. But this time, you're not going to go after it. It'll find you. Heaven knows where you are. The promise knows who you are. The reason the fighting has ramped up is that your inheritance is just around the corner. There's no need to worry. You're not exposed. The M on your hand serves as a reminder of your covenant. Heaven's got your back. Even when you're feeling tired, just know that angels are looking out for you. The winds of spirituality are shifting. You're getting into the groove of divine acceleration. Take a moment to pause and just breathe. This is your moment to get activated. You'll see that every closed door will eventually make sense. Every delay will turn out to be for the best. The hands that once held sorrow are now ready to hold something meaningful. What used to be empty will soon be overflowing. The miracle is right here with us. It's already reacting to your belief. Go ahead and open your hands. The mark was always intentional. It was always the map that was chosen, right? It's pretty amazing when you come to the understanding that what you hold inside was never meant to just sit there and gather dust. Once you realize that heaven has given you these divine blueprints, things really start to pick up speed. Doors that used to resist you are now opening all by themselves. Let's chat about how conversations come together. Looks like connections are popping up. Why's that? Your recognition opens the door to heaven's release. You've entered a space where belief and bringing things to life come together. You've been through some tough times that most people wouldn't have made it through, haven't you? The fire you walked through. It didn't even touch you. It left a mark on you. Your spirit feels heavier now, right? You're more aware and sensitive to things around you. You're really tuned into a higher spiritual energy. It's impossible to return to the way things were, since your DNA has been changed by fate. You've really changed since you first began this journey. You've become a stronger version of yourself, shaped by challenges and driven by your goals. Each challenge has shown you how to see things clearly. Every heartbreak helped you see things more clearly. You're not running after fleeting approval anymore because your identity has already been marked for good by something greater. The M on your hand shows that it belongs to you. It feels amazing to say, "This one carries my image." Your words really matter. Your presence brings a sense of calm, and when you follow through, it holds a lot of strength. You know, I can totally relate to that moment of awakening, when it hit me that every disappointment is really just a way of guiding us in a new direction. I kept asking God to take away the storms, but instead, He was showing me how to navigate through them. That's when I figured out that divine favor isn't about comfort. It's really about capacity. The anointing doesn't grow when things get simpler. It grows when you become unshakable. It seems like there's a call for you to step up and become more aware of what's going on around you. You're not waiting for anyone to give you the go-ahead. You're on a journey of destiny. Your hands are more than just tools. They're transmitters. When you pray, write, build, or comfort, you can feel something change in the unseen. There's no need to push for outcomes anymore. You attract them by being in sync. The M was never intended to set you apart. It was supposed to help you be more decisive. You're stepping into a time when everything you touch seems to grow and expand. Businesses, ideas, relationships, and opportunities will all start to react to your presence. It's not just luck, it's all about divine law. Heaven really pays attention to what it highlights. The M on your hand is a reminder from God that His favor is real, something you can see, share, and feel the blessing of. Your wait was worth it. It was weaving, you know? It's like heaven has been weaving little miracles into your everyday life, getting ready to show them to you just at the right moment. The folks who used to overlook you are going to see you rise up, and it's not about bragging rights. It's about having a real purpose. When you rise, it reminds others of their own impact. You're like a mirror that helps people wake up to new possibilities. You're right there, beneath a vast open sky. It seems like the angels have already gone ahead to get everything ready for what's coming next. They're shifting the finances around. Delays are fading away. What used to take years will now just take moments. You're stepping into some amazing momentum. Just keep in mind, if you want to speed things up, you need to have a solid foundation. Keep your feet on the ground with gratitude, humility, and faith. The power you hold isn't just for show, chosen one. It works just fine. You can change the vibe, highlight what people often miss, and bring back to life what others think is gone. You've got the authority from above, and now's the moment to put it into action. Go ahead and stretch your hands. Let's talk about positivity. Step forward with confidence. You're more than just a piece of the narrative. You're the next part of it. The chosen one. The moment you've been looking forward to is finally here. So, it looks like everything is in place now, and that spiritual blueprint that's been tucked away inside you is starting to reveal itself. Just because someone has authority doesn't mean everyone has to agree with them. You'll probably notice that God communicates more clearly rather than just louder. His guidance is straightforward and to the point. No need to overthink every little thing. You'll totally see what to do next without having to look at the whole map. Authority takes things one step at a time, feeling confident rather than anxious. So, I want to share this thoughtfully. Hey, if you trip up, if you pause for a moment, or if you slip back into those old habits for a bit, don't be too hard on yourself. Authority develops with practice, not by being perfect. Being condemned really takes a toll on you. Being compassionate really boosts your strength. Every time you come back to clarity, you strengthen it. This isn't really about turning into someone different. It's all about getting back to the person you were always meant to be. Feeling calm and grounded, I've discerned a sense of peace and strength that comes naturally, without any force. As you keep using this authority, you'll start to feel like your life is getting a bit lighter. It's not that your responsibilities disappear. It's more about letting go of the extra baggage you don't need to carry. It's time to let go of those internal struggles that were never meant to stick around. When your inner world finds some peace, you'll notice that your outer world tends to catch up too. All right, you're all set for the final understanding now. How does your life shift when this authority becomes a part of your everyday routine? That's what we're going to dive into next. What happens the moment you start using it? The one who was picked. The changes are pretty subtle and don't really make a big fuss about themselves. They don't show up with a bang or everything figured out right away. They come in quietly, steadily, and with a lot of depth. What changes first isn't your situation, it's you. You start to notice a change within yourself before anything in your surroundings changes. A sense of calm washes over you, filling your chest. It's not about excitement or relief from having answers. It's more like a calm sense of peace that reassures you, I can handle this. Peace doesn't come from trying to control everything. It all starts with alignment. Your mind feels a bit clearer. My thoughts are starting to slow down. Eventually, the endless replaying, analyzing, and predicting start to diminish. It's not that life gets easier, but rather that you learn to stop letting every single thought control you. When authority is in action, mental noise tends to fade away. You'll see that fear isn't what guides your choices anymore. It might still show up, but it doesn't take the lead anymore. Fear turns into information rather than a set of rules to follow. You recognize it, but you don't follow it. That really shifts the way you navigate through life. Another thing to consider is emotional clarity. You begin to let go of the weight of emotions that don't belong to you. You don't pick up on the tension in the rooms you enter anymore. You know what's yours and what isn't. This emotional separation offers a sense of relief you might not have realized was even possible. You'll start to sleep better. It's not just about sleep, it's about really getting some rest. It's that feeling when your body just lets go because your mind isn't on high alert anymore. When you feel authority, it signals to your nervous system that it's okay to relax. When you feel safe, that's when the real healing can start to happen on a deeper level. Your chats evolve as well. You say fewer words, but they carry more meaning. You pay closer attention. You've stopped feeling like you need to convince or defend yourself. Words take on a purpose. Silence feels just right. Just that change can really change how people see you. You'll find that your patience for chaos starts to fade. It's not about becoming fragile. It's about becoming more discerning. You've decided to step away from places that disrupt your calm. You head out a bit earlier. You check out earlier. You take care of your energy without feeling bad about it. Another significant shift is in the way you connect with God. Your relationship shifts from being hectic to feeling more personal and close. Prayer turns into a chat rather than just dealing with emergencies. Instead of just trying to do spirituality, you begin to actually live it. You'll find that making decisions becomes a lot clearer. Decisions that used to take me ages to mull over now seem straightforward. They might not always be easy, but they're definitely clearer. You have confidence in your ability to make choices without getting caught up in self-doubt. Trust really helps to build confidence in a subtle way. You'll start to see how opportunities just seem to fall into place. You're not really going after it, you're replying. Doors just swing open easily. Conversations come up when they're meant to. Resources show up just when you need them. This isn't just a coincidence. This is how we align things at work. Your past starts to feel less intense emotionally. Memories that used to hurt now seem far away. You can recall things without having to go through them all over again. Authority keeps memory and identity apart. Your past shapes you, but it doesn't have to dictate who you are now. Sometimes you might find that moments of solitude actually feel more like a refreshing break rather than a lonely experience. You really like being around yourself. There's something really valuable about silence. There's something comforting about stillness. Having that inner companionship really shows that you're healing and growing up. Another thing to consider is patience. It's not about just sitting around and waiting, it's about having a solid trust in the process. You're no longer stressing out when things take a little longer than expected. You've got to realize that timing plays a big role in being wise. You'll take action when you're ready, not when someone pushes you. You also stop looking for constant approval. Approval starts to slip away. You've stopped gauging your value based on how others react. Authority really shapes who we are on the inside. External opinions just fade into the background. Your friends and family might pick up on the change before you even realize it yourself. People might say that you look more at ease, more resilient, or just different. Some people will be attracted to your calmness. Some people might find it a bit unsettling. It's totally normal for both reactions to happen. Your priorities shift. What used to seem urgent just doesn't feel that important anymore. What used to seem like nothing can turn into something really important. You focus on what really matters instead of just what looks good, prioritizing depth over quick results. You can grow your compassion without feeling drained. You really care, but you've learned not to get lost in other people's struggles anymore. Having authority means you can show empathy while still keeping some boundaries in place. It's great to lend a hand while also taking care of yourself. You might see some physical changes as well. More relaxation, fewer stress symptoms, and improved breathing. Authority has an impact on the body since peace helps to soothe the nervous system. One of the biggest shifts is the way you deal with uncertainty. You start to let go of the need for guarantees. You have confidence in how you handle things. That confidence is subtle, yet strong. You start to see divine timing more clearly. It's interesting to think about how those delays actually kept you safe, how the setbacks changed your path, and how the confusion eventually brought you to a clearer understanding. Being thankful takes the place of feeling sorry. So, here's the big change that really matters. It's time to stop questioning where you belong. You've stopped wondering if you fit in. Just take a moment to appreciate that you're exactly where you need to be, and it's all part of a bigger plan, the chosen one. These changes aren't huge, but they're lasting if you keep up with them. They're what happens when you make the most of what you've always had. In the next and final part, I'll help you wrap up this understanding. Embrace who you are and move ahead confidently. To wrap things up, go ahead and take a step forward, the chosen one. Let's take one more slow breath together. Take a moment to let this sink in. What you got today wasn't really information. It was a time to remember. It's like finding your way back to the person you've always been, underneath all the waiting, the delays, and the doubts. You never really missed out on anything. You were always on time. You were always seen. Everything you need was already put inside you by God, even before you knew you'd need it. So, here we are, right now, where awareness and readiness have come together. Take your time before you leave. Take your time, and don't feel like you have to change everything all at once. Authority doesn't rush things. It encourages a steady approach. Just take a deep breath and walk forward at a steady pace. Make your choices on purpose. Take a break when you need it. Talk when you feel it's right. Silence isn't a sign of weakness for you anymore. It's all about strength. Keep this in mind above everything else. You're not supposed to be stuck in a never-ending struggle. You should really stand your ground. Hey, you know what? You really don't have to carry everything on your own. It's all about figuring out what you should keep and what you can let go of. You're not supposed to be afraid of making mistakes. You're meant to live with trust in God. Make peace your foundation. Let clarity lead the way for you.